Hey folks, welcome back to Trusty Unbarred Gaming for another episode of Star Citizen. So we haven't played in about 3 weeks, or a little more. I haven't kept up with any of the updates or any of the new things. And just coming back in, a little rusty. We found a new mission under the investigation. They've had these before when I first started, and it was locate a missing person. They're having to go to this freelancer and search for this subject, confirm their status, whether they're deceased. They usually are dead. It says reports indicate that you're highly unlikely to encounter any hostiles, so that doesn't really mean a whole hell of a lot. We haven't even tried it yet, so I thought, hey, what a better way to do it than to turn on the camera and head over here to this freelancer and see. It's over in there selling. So as usual, there is a lot of glitching and desync and lag and all that fun stuff. So we're just trying to work through it. When I first started in Star Citizen, I was based out of Area 18. They had a lot of these missions I ran quite regularly, back to back to back. When you first start, just trying to build up rep and credit so you can get to the next level of things. And it looks like this thing is absolutely toast. So it looks like it has been destroyed. So it looks like we're going to have to get out and traverse. It looks like a body right there. So since our door is on this other side, I'm going to come up like this. I do want the lights over here. We're in space. We're going to go ahead and kill our engines. I don't want my ship floating off. We're going to go ahead and top our food and fluid off. We're going to go ahead and set our spawn to the ship. So if we're out there and someone kills us, we respawn in our ship. Downside of that is if they blow the ship up, then it sends us all the way back to Orison. We're going to make sure we got our helmet on. We got at least one gun on us, just in case. We're going to go ahead and close our ship up. Just says can't remove. So maybe there's someone else. Like I say, when I first started, we ran these a lot. And a lot of times they were glitched. You would find the body, but it wouldn't let you click on them. Or they would be buried under something that you couldn't move. That was a pretty popular thing for them to do back then. So I don't see anybody else, so let's look at this guy again and see if maybe... It just says cannot move. It won't let you do anything else. There we go. Alright, so that was pretty much it. I just had to hold down F and then use the cursor to click on him. Normally you get near that box that says cannot move, and that would have send to location or something like that with the other ones, but that's all it took, and we got paid the 10K for it. So nothing real exciting, but you know, just something different, try out. Yeah, and so here's another one now. It's moving up in price. That was the initial. Under the additional notes, it says the sector you're headed to is relatively quiet, so I'm guessing that whatever did happen to Braxton, it wasn't outlaws. Well, that's good to know. Because, of course, we're in a medical ship, so it's not really something you want to be getting in a dogfight with. Where's this one at? It's over near Daymar. If you're not in the pilot seat, it won't let you set navigation. Now you could salvage the ship as well. If you were going to do these contracts, see if you brought the Vulture or one of the salvage ships, see if you could salve it and then take the weapons and see if you could sell them and stuff like that. I used to do that with some of the other contracts. One of the ones I used to do a lot was called Failed Negotiations. And they would send you to a huge ship. I've got it. I don't know why I'm brain farting. I can't think of the damn name of it. But it's a huge ship, and you go and look for these people and try to find their data pad, so that these people that were talking to them could get information about what happened to them. And there was never any hostiles, but the ship had like 16 guns on it, and so you could salvage the guns off of it. That's not what I want. Looks like we got a couple of bogeys. Alright, so we're not gonna go do this in a medical ship. This is the Inferno. I kind of enjoy it. I replaced some of the missiles with 2 size 5 torpedoes.
Crusader Industries, a journey worth taking. Systems on.
Let's see here. We're gonna want max shields.
Shields on.
And it's not gonna let us put any more to weapons. Everything else is maxed. Only downside to the Inferno is the built-in weapon is you can run out of ammo.
You are clear to launch.
Alright, so let's go back over here, take those 2 ships out, and see if we can find the body. Let's go and get our shields up.
Missile locked. Missile locked.
I just realized that's the torpedoes.
Attack on shields.
Yes, 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 I know. Looks like there's 2 more targets. So we took a few rounds there.
Missile locked.
Alright, then we should have at least 1 more.
Attack on shields.
As you can see, they're taking quite a bit of damage. Alright, so that one's down. Like it's been fairly well broken up as well. Looks like a body floating right out here.
Engines off.
Alright, that's the end of that. So I'm guessing as the mission goes, they're going to get harder and harder. And you're going to run into more and more douchebags. Just trying to see if there's anything to loot before we get back in our ship. Didn't look like they left much. Whomever it was.
Shields.
But anyway, mission paid 19. It cost us 72 to replace the ammo, the missiles, and those torpedoes. So yeah, I lost money, but not knowing going into it what it was about, having never done that one. It was worth trading up ships for me. I'm getting older. I'm about the smarter fight, not the harder fight, and I've got some money, so losing money on that contract, figuring out what it is. Now that I know kind of what the progression is, I might choose different tactics instead of firing the missiles and torpedoes. If you just went in with the guns and see. The problem is a lot of these missions they have where you have to fight people, even if you never fire one missile or one torpedo, just the amount of ammo it takes to knock those other ships down will be more money than they're paying you for the contract, which is kind of stupid. But there's quite a few contracts in Star Citizen where you have no choice but to fight them or they're going to kill you. And even if you just shoot the main gun, even if it's not this ship. Pick any ship that has to reload ammo. Then you're going to spend more money in ammo than what you're getting paid for the contract. Now, obviously, you could take a ship that just has repeaters or something that doesn't have to be reloaded. But it's just, picking what works best for you. Anyway, we hope you enjoy these. It was something different. Just kind of see what this new... Like I say, they've had these contracts before. They weren't exactly like this. They were similar. A lot of them were crashed ships on planets, and they would send you to the wreck site to search for some person the family wanted to find, for example, and you had to find them, and there would always be enemy NPCs already there, and sometimes several other ships there. And as soon as you got close and landed, you'd start taking gunfire. And so some you could take out with the ship, and then some of them would spawn in late or come in late. So it's not, some of them were at distribution facilities. They'd be tucked in some air vent somewhere. Someone had killed them and tucked them in an air vent, and you would just have to find them, and you wouldn't have to fight anybody. So this type of mission has been around, but it's the first time I've seen it under the investigation tab in a while. We hope you enjoyed it. Thanks to all those that are liking, commenting, subscribing, and sharing. We greatly appreciate you. We'll catch you on the next one. Take care.